Diffusion. Oh, diffusion basically is intermixing of two solutions. Now, some substances like CO2 or O2 can move across the cell membrane by this process. Let's see how this happens. We have a cell, and this is the plasma membrane, the semi-permeable membrane. So this is a very thin layer outside the cell, and this defines the shape of the cell and the size of the cell. Now this membrane, which is called plasma membrane, is also a selectively permeable membrane. Why this is selectively permeable membrane? Because it does not let go across all the substances. It lets substances to pass or to go across the membrane, only some selective substances like CO2, O2, and there are many more. So how CO2 or O2 go across uh, the cell membrane through this process of diffusion? Let's see. After the metabolic activities in the cell, there is an accumulation of CO2 inside the cell. Now, but outside the cell, like in the environment, near environment, the concentration of CO2 is less, and here the concentration of CO2 is higher. Now, there is a spontaneous movement of substances from a region of higher concentration to a region where its concentration is low. So the concentration of CO2 inside the cell is like high, and the concentration of CO2 outside the cell is low. That's why there will be a spontaneous movement from higher concentration to lower concentration. All right, this happens just because the process of diffusion, like the excess CO2 inside mixes with the environment outside, or the or the substances present outside which has lower CO2 concentration. So this is how the movement takes place. Now the reverse is also true. If there is scarcity, like if there is kind of scarcity of O2 inside the cell, it means the concentration of O2 outside the cell in the environment increases. So this is high concentration outside, and inside it is low concentration. So this spontaneous movement takes place here as well. The diffusion takes place here as well, and that's why after this diffusion, uh, the you know the inside takes the O2, and now the scarcity of O2 is fulfilled, or scarcity of O2 is eliminated. Okay, one more thing, CO2 is a cellular waste, so it is a waste material, so it must be excreted out, so it must be excreted out by the cell, and process of diffusion helps in doing so. So this process of diffusion is a note. Diffusion plays an important role in gaseous gaseous exchange between the cells, as well as the cell and its external environment. And one more thing is there, and this is called osmosis, which is a special case of diffusion. As if now, this is what you need to keep in mind, that is osmosis is a special case of diffusion. So this is a diffusion, but this will be discussed in my next video separately on osmosis. So thanks for watching the video. Thank you.